Hello, welcome back to the house where we talk news, celebrities, and hot topics. All right, listen, let's go ahead and talk about Jason Lee very quickly. I've been doing this story on Jason Lee. I don't normally talk about Jason Lee because y'all know Jason Lee is my problematic fave. I love Jason Lee, but I felt like this story was really interesting and Jason was a bit harsh. Remember he went on to the Breakfast Club and basically said that Jennifer Hudson is illiterate, right? That was about 2 mornings ago. And then what had happened? So he said that she was illiterate and then the internet came down on him. And then he went on to Instagram and basically said, "Thank me for your morning entertainment. It is what it is. I said what I said and it's not changing." Essentially, he said, "All of y'all are fake mad because of what I said, yet none of y'all can tell me 3 episodes of her show that y'all watched." I said on this platform, I said, well, I mean, there's a difference between you don't think people watch it or you feel like the show is lame or you feel like she's a bad talk show host, etc., which is very different from her being illiterate, right? Just not factually correct, right? It was Fantasia who was the illiterate one, remember? People keep coming under the comments talking about why is you shading Fantasia. I'm not shading Fantasia. It is a part of her story that she was illiterate. She couldn't read when she won American Idol. She said that she was faking it trying to read the sheet music. Okay, listen, so everyone had a lot to say about it in the comments. Somebody said that his comments were unnecessary. It was tacky. He attacks black women, this, that, and the third. Yada, yada, yada. Then he took to Twitter and said, in case y'all didn't hear me, Jennifer Hudson is a horrible talk show host. She's a great singer, good actress, beautiful mom, but horrible at talking. None of you watch her show, but you fake mad. Get the F out of here. So he's basically not apologizing, not walking back the illiterate statements. He said that Lunel said it. He repeated Lunel, I guess, because he agreed with it. He said it had nothing to do with Tiffany Haddish because now Common no longer dates Tiffany, but now dates Jennifer Hudson. He said it ain't had nothing to do with that, but he says what he believes, okay? So doubling and tripling down on the situation. So today, he posted this apology video. And I was like, oh my God, like, yes, Jason. Yes to my problematic fave. He's taking accountability. He's apologizing. And then the apology went on and it went on. And then somehow he put the spotlight on Essence Magazine. And I'll let you guys look at it right now.
Hey, what up? It's me, Jason. I'm here at the Healthcare Unlocked office in Miami. I wanted to do a video because yesterday I trended all day long. And there was so much conversation that happened yesterday around me trending and what I should do and should not do and all these different people who had opinions. And I had lots of conversations yesterday, but I wanted to come here and share my thoughts because that's what I do. You know, my team wanted me to put out a statement in response to me calling Jennifer Hudson illiterate on the Breakfast Club, but I'm not one to put out statements. That's not what I do. That's not how I move. If I can put myself in a situation, I can walk myself through it by using my own face and my own voice. Because the one thing that I know for sure is that I have power. My power is my voice, my opinions, my thoughts, my free thoughts, and my ability to own my own platform. Giving me the ability to speak freely. And so I did that the other day on the Breakfast Club when I called her illiterate. And although for shits and giggles or whatever reason I did that in a real flippant way, I did feel bad when I read a lot of comments from my fans who were not happy with the word that I used. I am not a fan of Jennifer Hudson's talk show, but I am a fan of Jennifer Hudson. I've said that many times. I think she's a phenomenal singer, mother, actress. She's a beautiful black woman, but she's a bad talker. And that is my opinion. And the thing, again, that gives me power is having...
And remember, yesterday I said that I think the reason why he's going so hard on Jennifer Hudson is because he believes that she's not a great talk show host and doesn't feel like she should have a talk show on network TV, right?
Or have that taken away. But
and I was right.
The same breath, when I have a voice that I've spent so much time building in terms of influence and impact. I have an award show called the Impact Awards where I honor people who use their platforms to drive the culture forward. I have to think about my own impact in my own words. And that word illiterate was just not the right one to use. And for that, I apologize to you, Jennifer, because you didn't deserve that comment. I can still have my criticism about your show and about you as a talk show host without being mean or nasty. And so thank God for therapy and working through my stuff because that's what helped me really look at myself in the midst of all the noise that that conversation created yesterday. That said, in apologizing for the word, I never will apologize for having opinions. I'm going to continue to have opinions. I'm going to continue to shake the internet up. I'm going to continue to disrupt the culture, but I'm also going to have humility and discernment and be very aware of the words that I use, because the delivery sometimes is what makes people miss the message. And there was another message that happened yesterday that I want to highlight, because I saw what Essence Magazine did in posting the tribute to Jennifer Hudson while I was trending. And I understand that the magazines or platforms that our grandmothers or great grandmothers like Ebony or Essence or Jet, those that are trying to keep up with the Hollywood Unlocks, have staff that try to tap into the vein of social media and kind of dig into what's trending at the time so they can go viral. And Essence did that yesterday at my expense.
Okay, now let me share with you guys before we continue with his apology. Because to me, this got even messier, okay? It's going corporate. It's above Jason Lee, Jennifer Hudson, Jeannie Mai, Charlamagne the God, and DJ Ivy. Now it's Jason Lee, Hollywood Unlocked versus Essence Magazine. And honey, I can't take the corporate beef. Listen, Essence went on to Instagram when this hoopla started happening a day ago and said they posted this picture of Jennifer Hudson with her EGOT, right? Her Emmy, her Oscar, her Grammy, her Tony, and those things. They say there is only one word that needs to be spelled out to describe the accomplishments and pedestal of Jennifer Hudson, and that's EGOT. Swipe to the end to see how the check and talent clears. Any further questions? And the last slide is Phaedra saying, now check that. What Essence posted is clearly a response to Mr. Jason Lee.
And I've been working with Essence leadership for the last several months, trying to figure out an intersection between Hollywood Unlocked and Essence Magazine in a partnership. And the leadership, when I say the CEO, the founder, all of us were on a call yesterday for about an hour trying to process what happened. Their love letters to Black women when they're being attacked is something that is a part of their company's social makeup. But I think that there's a conversation that this drove us straight to an intersection yesterday that we have to have. I believe that, some of the most amazing women that I know that work for me, my producer who researches all of my stuff that I talk about on the podcast, and when I give my opinions, is a black woman. My manager who manages social media, she's Black. My attorneys, my doctors, everybody in my world that I talk to and that I get consult from are Black women, strong Black women. My sisters are strong Black women. My aunts are strong Black women. And when I think about how much I do to pour into Black women, I also can't say that I don't hear the comments that I don't support Black women or that I attack Black women. Yesterday, I thought that Essence used that opportunity to drive the culture further apart, because in uplifting a Black woman, like they often do, they also, in my opinion, shitted on a Black man, which they often do. And I believe that it was disingenuous to say you want a partnership with Hollywood Unlocked and me because of the relationships I have and the platform and power that we have at Hollywood Unlocked, but then at the same moment take an opportunity to take a dig at my expense. So we had a long conversation. And I'm sharing this with you because when I was on the phone and I was in my feelings about it all, it was a very heated conversation where I brought up the fact that the founder of Essence, who still owns it, had to step down as CEO because a lot of Black women at the company were complaining that he was toxic and that he created a toxic environment for Black women. And I was going to go online and do my thing. And I said, you know what? I think this is a great opportunity for us to have a conversation about the vulnerability of Black women as it relates to the world they live in and the experiences they have, which are real. But also the fact that every time you're criticized or that you're held accountable or somebody has an opinion about you, it's not because you are a Black woman. It may be because what you're doing. So I think to throw race in every conversation is unfair. And I think to paint a picture with a broad strokes is not fair. And it was offensive that was the takeaway. But I also understand the importance of having this conversation. So me and Essence are figuring out what that looks like. And I thank God for the ability to grow and be an example that when you make a mistake, you can live on another day by taking responsibility and ownership, because people want to see that I'm human, and I am. But I also want to remind people that you're human and you're going to make mistakes too. And I think that Essence made a mistake yesterday. And when we talked through it, one thing for sure was that reflection, which is what I did all day yesterday, is better than responding or reacting or retaliating, I think was the word that came up in our call yesterday. Because I won't lie, my initial instinct was go burn the internet down to the ground because that makes us feel better. And that's what I was used to. But I've spent so much time working on me and working on my platform and working on my purpose that if I'm going to have an award show where I honor people for using their platforms in a positive way to impact culture, I too need to be more responsible in how I use my platform. And it doesn't take away from my ability to have an opinion, and it doesn't take away my ability to, to say what my opinions are and use my voice to do that. But it also gives me the obligation to be responsible. Now, Lunel may have said illiterate and y'all laugh because she auntie and she's a comedian and that's between y'all and her. But Jason Lee, who would have did that before, can't do that anymore. So
Jason Lee, who's running for city council or somewhere in Stockton, California. Listen, okay. Jason Lee is my problematic fave, so this hurts me. And I know you guys are probably going to comment, why is he your fave? He's this, he hates black. Jason, I was so excited. This is why I need to be on your team. Because listen, I'm not going to be one of your yes men. I'm not a yes man. And I feel like this apology, it started off really, really good. It started off so good. It started off with accountability. It started off with, separating your opinion from the mean-spirited piece of saying that Jennifer Hudson is, illiterate. That was great. But then it went down, a downward spiral of deflection by trying to bring up what Essence Magazine did by trying to defend Jennifer Hudson. And I guess maybe he personally felt slighted because he's working with Essence Magazine on the back end. But at the end of the day, this is about public perception. And I feel like when you're apologizing or walking something back, people don't want to hear deflections. Okay? It was going so good until it didn't. I'm just saying. So, yeah. Until next time, I feel like this has been a really interesting story. Listen, let me know how y'all feel about everything in the comments down below. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, and don't forget to create a great day. Bye.